Hey guys, it's Josh. I'm back again with another video. Today we're talking about Scorch. We're talking about the new updates and particularly Vice, the new map. Not new, but just some changes they made, which actually has made this map a lot better. I liked it originally, but now with these cover points, it makes things interesting for ranked for sure, and then also strikeout, just to be able to move around a lot faster. You'll see why right now. This zip line right here is new. So now you get to this point faster, or if you're trying to flank, you're a Lancer, hit the ability right now, go around quickly, bam. You guys will get there a lot faster. So, one of the updates that they've implemented in this game, they've implemented a lot of changes, but the main one that I thought was going to hurt me was the ADS. They changed it up a bit, they adjusted some things, but for me, it feels still the same. I would say maybe a little better, but nothing too crazy. I thought it was going to hurt my ability to shoot with the controller, but it's actually not done much. They've obviously made updates to the characters. We talked about Dima with the ability to now use his grenades as tracking grenades, as I will call, not tracking rounds, but tracking grenades. So now you can see where the enemy's at if they get hit or nearby it. And they've obviously gotten hit. But the other thing too is Fixer. They got some changes on Fixer in terms of his ability to now make kind of like a greater noise. So the distance, you'll be able to hear when he hits his ability. If people have the ability to not show on maps like a Ronin, then they'll show in a blue hue, not in a red hue. The other update too is Phantom. Phantom actually got better. Her DMR, I'm not a sniper, but I do have a video on that very soon about why her DMR is actually pretty strong now. They have increased, I think they decreased the time, or they adjusted the shooting, where now it feels very quick and rapid, or before it felt a little slowed down when you kept shooting. So that was a cool quality of life change. And then her ability to now counter Fixer's ability to see through. Her grenade that she throws, her ability blocks it. I'm trying to see who else. I know there's been some other few changes with the characters. Saint's ability with the Claymore, the Trip Mine, it does 125 now versus 100. Glitch can now destroy the trophies, so the ones that Trench and Anvil use. So yeah, there's a lot of changes they did on the characters, weapons, map changes as well. As you guys can see right now, there's a bunch of changes as I'm talking. You guys can see what I mean. Like the half wall that's at that midpoint at B is no longer there. It's a stairway. On that side of the street, there's now barricades for you to block through. And as you guys can see right now, I'm ziplining through. So they made a lot of good changes. Also in other maps. And I'll talk about those when we get to those maps in my other videos. Like Lockdown, what they did there in terms of like making the point on the ground and on the tower for that section. So, Scorch, I think the only thing they did with Scorch was that they lowered down the sound of her ability, because before, I guess at a certain radius you could hear, and I think they took it down a notch, so you can't really hear it if you're not that, obviously, if you're close you could hear it, but if you're far, then you won't, because that was the issue with her. Like, you could be in Narnia and you can hear that she's going to use her ability, so you're like, you know what, let me disengage, let me wait it out until it dies down and then kill her. So they've obviously made those changes with her, but overall everything is good. The Glacier map is really good too. I do have a good video on that with Dima. Sigrid is also doing some crazy stuff too. She finally feels like the balanced character that they should have in this game. Just because when Dahlia came out, she was strong, and she is still strong. But when Fixer came out, you've gotten complaints from many people saying like, man, that guy is too strong with his abilities. Like, I can't snipe to save my life, but he's just annoying. I still put them above Sigrid. I think Sigrid is a good balance, because she's a defense, she's offense, and she's a medic. So you kind of have like that hybrid level character. So that's cool to see. I think there's ways to master her with practice and time, just like with any character. But yeah, like there's a lot of good things coming up with Rogue Company, and I feel like this is their biggest patch that they've done. They've also done a mini battle pass, which I know they're not classifying as battle pass. It's like a reward system, but I call it battle pass. It's a holiday battle pass. People will be rewarded You have to play a lot of games for sure. to get to the end goal. But that's cool that they're doing that to close out the year. They brought out changes to the map along with a character. It's all good. So now I'm just going to talk about, my gameplay, what I'm doing right now. We're playing Strikeout. Scorch, besides her change of sound, not being too strong and loud at a greater distance, she's still very strong. And one of the things that makes her really good against Sigrid is that her melee hit is about, I think, 2 hits, and you can knock down Sigrid. At the same time, you just aim at her feet, and she's out. So, Sigrid might seem intense when you guys see her, but when you guys, get the workaround, use a melee weapon to hit her, it'll work. Use your melee, it'll work. Shoot at the feet, flank around her because she moves slow. If she doesn't have that stem, there's ways to beat her, just like any other character. But you guys are seeing the good gameplay here with Scorch. 11-6. All right, and also one thing I've noticed too is there's a lot of new players playing. When I was playing probably with a lot of newbies. It's cool whether I win or lose. It's a challenge to try to win those games that you're playing against some sweats, but if you know what you're doing, your teammates know what they're doing, you guys will be fine. Now, if they're getting 0-0 across the board and you're the only one that's doing the damage, that's going to suck. You might as well surrender. So now we're going to B site. You might see the changes here. So I think I'm going to flank. I'm going to try to. Remember, guys, they've done some changes here, which is going to help for rank. I think here I messed up. Yeah, I messed up real bad. That Lancer, good move. Good move. All right, here, you're going to see straight ahead. I'm going to play aggressive because I can run through the fire, hit my ability. You see the barricade in the middle? That wasn't there before. Even the box is right there. So they made some changes. That's pretty cool. And then that half wall is no longer there. It's now a stairway. Now we're getting on fire. Let's wait it out. All right, if I go to my left, stairway, you see? That's a change. Also right there, a barricade. That's a change. You see the yellow guys with the meters? That's telling you that they're immune. So now we know for a certain duration time when they spawn, I think it's probably maybe 5 seconds, 10 seconds the most, that they're immune because they're obviously trying to get out of their spawn. So now you know once it goes to white, it's fair game. Here we go. Switch it out. Almost. Lancer has my number. Playing aggressive. We're trying to play very strong. I think we might even get a surrender here. I think this is like a really short game. We're just pushing. Just push. At this point, there's no reason for you to wait. Just go after it. Here we go. Look at that. That's it. Now they're angry. I'm pretty sure they're angry. They surrendered. It's game over. And 2 kills at the end. So, yeah. With the changes that they made, everything looks good. There goes the stats. 18, 11, 5, 1 revive, 2,500. Let's look at the overview. Let's remove my cam so you guys can see the stats. But overall, everything looks good in terms of what we did here. I wasn't the top fragger, but we're playing some really good players. Honestly, they're not newbies. You got 50s and 20s. We got 60s and a 9 and a 94, which is myself. But overall, with the changes that they're doing with Rogue Company, this big update before the new year, good job on their part. I don't think there's a game out there that they're pulling out so many updates like Rogue Company is doing. But hopefully with this video, you guys get a better understanding of some of the updates that have kicked in. Also see visually how the Vice map has changed, which is going to bring different strats for demo and strikeout, and then some cool Scorch gameplay. So I'll definitely release a video on Dima on his update, also on the Glacier map, and then the other one's going to be about Phantom. Phantom's going to be interesting because I haven't done one for her, but her DMR knocks. But I'll leave it here, guys. I'll catch you guys until the next video of Rogue Company. But thank you for watching. Comment, subscribe, like, and later.